Problem number 60. In this problem, we will talk about a term known as euthanasia, and we will also talk about the types of euthanasia, but our main emphasis will be on voluntary euthanasia. Now the question related to problem 60 is, if voluntary euthanasia is made lawful in England, then who should administer it? And are there any problem if doctor do it, और या तो physician voluntary euthanasia को control करें या इसको generally lawful बना दिया जाए? Now the answer is that let's first talk about euthanasia in detail. Euthanasia is derived from a Greek word that means quiet or easy death. Every one of us wants to opt for euthanasia because no one regarding us want to die to be a difficult death or to take long. Now death, keep in mind that it is a harsh fact that will happen one day. Let's hope it will be as easy as possible. Most of the people say, I hope I will pass in my sleep, and most of the people wish, I know it will be traumatic for my family, but I would prefer to drop dead. Now there are two types of euthanasia. One is voluntary euthanasia and the second one is involuntary euthanasia. Voluntary euthanasia is actually a deliberate ending of person's life at their own request because person find their illness or disable to be intolerable. जबकि involuntary euthanasia इसके बिल्कुल बरअक्स है. Involuntary euthanasia is actually a deliberate ending of person's life without their request because the relatives or the friends find that the person's illness or disability is intolerable. Now we will particularly focus on voluntary euthanasia. Now the arguments which are to make the voluntary euthanasia lawful fall into three categories. One is the openness, second one necessity, and the third one is autonomy, that is the right to choose. So these are the arguments in favor of voluntary euthanasia that we will discuss one by one. First, let's talk about the first argument, that is openness. Now let's take an example that the grandchildren said, Grandma was terribly ill, she was restless and uncomfortable, but the doctor allowed the grandma to die in sleep. Actually here the physician gave the overdose of the injection and she died in her sleep. So here grandchildren, because of the open-mindedness, they consider to be the good deed of the physician. But such acts are unlawful in Britain, but many examples they have to face and they started considering about this argument of openness. Now the second argument that is in favor of voluntary euthanasia is the necessity. It is an emotionally a powerful argument and the motive of necessity is compassion. Now it is very cruel to go on their sufferings. जब आप अपने कुत्ते को नहीं चाहते कि वो किसी बीमारी में सफ़र करे, इसी तरह क्या आप ह्यूमन बीइंग्स के बारे में ये जानना चाहेंगे कि क्या उसकी सफरिंग प्रोलॉन्ग हो जाए? You would not let a dog to suffer like this, so why we let humans to go through it? The third important argument that has raised from the last 40 years, that is the right to make decisions for myself. This argument is getting very much popular in Western society. 30 साल पहले वेस्ट एंड ऑफ लंदन में एक प्ले किया गया जिस प्ले का नाम था Whose Life Is It Anyway? इस प्ले के मेन कैरेक्टर हैरिसन थे and in this play he got paralyzed from the neck down. He wanted to die because of his terrible illness, but the doctors wanted to keep him alive. Now this statement of Harrison got very famous. He said, I have coolly and calmly thought it out and I have decided that I would rather not go on. Each must make his own decision. यहाँ पे इस बात का emphasize किया गया कि हर बंदा अपने बारे में ये राइट रख सकता है कि वो अपने बारे में खुद डिसीजन कर सके. जबकि दूसरी तरफ arguments that goes against voluntary euthanasia are number 1, is it necessary to kill a person in order to control their pain and suffering? क्या यही तरीका रह गया है कि अगर कोई बंदा पेन या किसी भी सफरिंग में मुब्तला है और हम उसको मार दें? Is there a downside to autonomy? क्या autonomy के बरक्स कोई और चीज भी है या नहीं? Now, the argument that goes against voluntary euthanasia is the role of hospice staff. They control pain and they have the ability to control the sufferings. Whether this is the hospital staff of ward or this is the hospital community staff, they are very much expert in controlling the pain and other suffering symptoms. So it is very good at pulling together various caring agents. ये अपने साथ मुख्तलिफ caring agents को भी involve कर लेते हैं. इसके अलावा बहुत सारे ऐसे volunteers हैं जो कि इस फलाही काम में enter होना चाहते हैं. तो hospice staff ऐसे volunteers को मौका देता है to keep the life of suffering peoples as normal as much as possible. हॉस्पिस स्टाफ एक ऐसा एनवायरनमेंट प्रोवाइड करते हैं जिसमें पीस और डिग्निटी से रिलेटेड है. दिस इट हैज बीन फाउंड दैट हॉस्पिस स्टाफ कैन रिड्यूस द पेन एंड अदर डिस्ट्रेसिंग सिम्टम्स अप टू 99%. जबकि 1% की अगर बात की जाए तो वो भी कंट्रोलेबल है और एक रीजनेबल क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ प्रोवाइड कर सकता है. So, voluntary euthanasia was considered to be lawful in 1994 और लेकिन हाउस ऑफ लॉर्ड्स ने अपनी एक कमेटी बनाई और इसको रिजेक्ट कर दिया. According to House of Lords, no doubt every person has its own right to make decisions, but the committee restrict the freedom for others to make their own decisions about others' life. जैसे कि हम स्मोकिंग हमें मालूम है कि it is injurious to health. That's why smoking was banned in public places. आप अपनी जिंदगी के बारे में तो इख्तियार रखते हैं, लेकिन स्मोकिंग के जरिए आप दूसरों की जिंदगी तबाह नहीं कर सकते. So, if voluntary euthanasia became lawful in Britain, it would threaten 3 types of people. Number 1, those people who are weak. Those people who are suffering from infectious diseases. और सबसे ज़्यादा अफेक्ट उन लोगों को होगा जो खुद अपना कॉन्सेंट नहीं दे सकते, जिनमें बेबीज या छोटे बच्चे शामिल हैं लेस देन 18 years.